Metal up, bro. This is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetzelMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on Advance and Conquer. Now, this is all shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which is something I'd love for you to join. You can learn more about it by visiting the link below. I'll have more to say at the end of the video. Advance and Conquer. You know, why do we just sit here when trouble goes on around us? Why do we just sit here when we've got so much potential and possibility to bring about so many different changes in our life, and yet we just remain where we are? What is the intimidating factor in the world? What's the intimidating factor in our circumstances, in other people, that keeps us restrained from moving forward? If there is anything that is a most simplistic, fundamental, yet powerful lesson in life, it is that you must always be advancing. I would like to get us to the place that we advance and conquer. Advance and conquer. In other words, not just moving forward, but moving forward to take territory for yourself, moving forward to advance in your life. Now, isn't that what you want to do? Isn't the great disappointment that you have in yourself? I know it is in my case. Isn't the great disappointment we have in ourselves the fact that we're not advancing, the fact that we're not conquering, the fact that we're not living the life we could, the fact that we're not really maximizing our potential the way we could, the way circumstances and problems and situations come to us and we don't go full on, we don't go in 110%. You think to yourself afterwards, man, I could have done so much more. There's so many more things I could have said. So many more things I could have done to have resolved the situation, but you didn't do it. You didn't advance and you didn't conquer. This all comes back to attitude. It all comes back to mindset. It all comes back to the way we look at things. That's always going to be the fundamental change, the fundamental transformation that needs to happen in all of our lives. A change in our mindset, a change in the way that we look at circumstances and ourselves. You could really reduce the whole totality of self-improvement down to that simple thing, the mindset, the attitude, the way you look at life. Are you moving forward? Are you advancing and are you conquering? Or are things advancing on you and they conquer you? Are you giving up territory in your life to the enemies? Are you giving up more and more vacancy, more and more space for the enemies of your life to come and take residency in your mind and in your heart, in your emotions, to dominate your circumstances, your finances, your relationship, your health? Have you turned yourself over to your enemies? Now, what do I mean when I say enemies? I'm not just talking about people. Sometimes those very enemies are within us. It's the circumstances. It's the thing that resists us. It's the opponents that we face in life. Look at them as enemies because they're trying to take ground. They're holding you back. This powerful one, you, yes, you, the powerful one, the one that could do so much, the one who could bring about the greatest revolution in your life is you. And yet you resist. You hold yourself back. You stay where you are when you need to be advancing. You need to be moving forward. You need to be conquering. Well, first of all, you got to conquer yourself, right? The mountain is easy once we get over the fact that the mountain is so big in our mind. Once you conquer the mountain that's in your mind, the actual mountain you have to climb is just a series of physical movements. Yes, it gets tiring, but what makes you dread it, what makes you quit, is how you look at it in your head. The mountains are always taller in our minds. The fires are always hotter in our minds. The road is always longer in our mind. And so that's why we dread the long road. That's why we dread the long haul. That's why we dread the upward climb. That's why we dread the fiery trials that we have to walk through. We dread them in our minds. But when we stop dreading them, when we change the way we see these things, suddenly they become easier. Again, physically, they are challenging. They take a lot out of us. But what really causes you stress and weariness and tiredness, what really does it is the way you look at it. It's the way you interpret it. It's the way you understand it. It's the way that you think. These are the things that truly hold you back. These are the things that eventually not just keep you neutral, man. They give ground to the enemy. They give ground to that which opposes you. It gives ground to the resistance that life is sending your way. And yes, even in other people, because people will gladly take advantage of you. They'll gladly take up your ground. They'll gladly take up your money. They'll take up your time. They'll take up your emotion. They'll take from you. You have to guard yourself, but you have to advance. Your best defense is an aggressive offense. Your best defense is to advance. Bring maximum firepower to your front lines. That's how you do it. Move forward. When you don't feel like it, when you're afraid, when you're sad, when you don't know how it's going to turn out, advance. Move forward. When you feel greatest challenge and you don't know what to do about your situation, man, that's when you advance. That's when you move forward. It doesn't matter that you know exactly what to do. Just move forward. Do something. Take some ground. At the very least, you'll feel good about yourself. You'll know that in the midst of your fiery trial, you did something about it. Can you dig that? Man, I hope you can. That's what I'm talking about all this week in my Life Domination online coaching program, Advance and Conquer. Like I said at the outset, I'd love to have you join. It's easy to do. What's the Life Domination coaching program? It is a private Facebook group which I administrate, filled with people just like you, positive people trying to change their life. No negative people in the group. It is all done on Facebook, so you can basically do the whole thing on your smartphone. Minutes a day, 5 videos a week each week. And again, you and I get a chance to work together. You'll also have access to the full archives, hundreds and hundreds of videos already done on over 175 different subjects. All of this for less than $20 a month. You can quit anytime, so sign up today. Learn more at the link below, metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.